What about teams? So, what do you see, in your role as what's the title there again? Venture partner at Cortical Ventures at the VC firm. What do you see in successful AI startups? How do they get their team skill set right?
Yeah. I didn't mention before, but I'm really grateful for Jeremy and Igor and Mike and give me a window into this world. And it's a fascinating world, quite a fascinating world. And it's a very privileged position because I'm definitely not on all of the calls because of my other work and my other roles. But I do have a lot of conversations with some extremely bright, fascinating people building some amazing, amazing things. And I wish Cortical could have funded them all, but the power law in VC is very strong. So don't hold me to that. Not all my decision. So that caveat. Yeah. So there's this whole, come on, everything starts in the valley and kind of spreads out, right? There's this whole. Let me roll back here, because startups are an interesting beast for people who have never been involved in them, but they're like they're like time machines, right? So an AI startup is like a time machines. An AI startup is like a time machine. The skills that they're betting on today, that often becomes the industry standard tomorrow, right? And we've seen this time and time again. You talked about, we just talked about skills based. I've never met a startup. They don't look at static resumes. They always want to hire people who are flexible, who can rewire their skills almost in real time. Flexible, can have multiple roles, and they're coachable, right? And that's been around for a while. And now because of AI, the new thing they're doing is this concept of tiny teams, right? And tiny teams is a fascinating concept, right? And the idea here is you build a small, flexible, highly capable team and you want to emphasize this hybrid skill set and this deep collaboration. And the reason you can do that is AI is either going to augment or automate a lot of the routine, not only the routine tasks, but a lot of the expert tasks, right? So, you do a startup, you used to have to hire legal counsel to do all your whatever. Now you just use ChatGPT or a legal platform. You can use AI assisted coding. You can build your MVP, the front end demo you used to go and bring to VCs. You can really literally build that in a day thanks to Replit and Lovable and all that stuff. So what you end up seeing is founders prioritize quality hires with domain expertise, hybrid roles, and another thing they're doing, which I don't think is healthy, is they're really focusing on revenue per employee. Not sure if it's relevant to this discussion, but you see startups like I think I told you earlier. I think the number's right. Lovable, the AI assisted coding platform, 10 million in revenue in 2 months with about 15 employees. And I think a better one is not as impressive, but Cursor. No, wait, Cursor went to 100 million with 45 people. I don't know what the timeline was, but 100 million in revenue. And all it was okay, I'm not, I shouldn't be dismissive, but it's basically a wrapper around an LLM, right? But to their credit, they've done some amazing work training that. So the key thing, what you see in startups here that's relevant to our conversation is they really work a lot to build out the AI tooling. It's kind of like when I said we started Cortical. That's why I was brought on to Cortical for was, can we use AI to build an AI VC firm? So, and this is why I pay so much attention to this, because this is what we're trying to do in the team at Cortical, like using AI tooling that augments or automates away and many of those drudge tasks we talked about and before really required a lot of effort. And I do think startups, as I mentioned before, are a kind of a window into the future of work. And yeah, so very, very interesting.